Hey, I'm gonna spend a little time with these horrible friends of mine. And although it may seem out of line, they're just horrible friends of mine. Have some fun, them and me. I don't know where it will lead. Are they strange? Can't you see just how happy we will be? Tell a joke, laugh and stare. Awkward silence if you dare. We'll relax, all for one. All we do is endless fun. Would you like to go seek and hide with those horrible friends of mine? Feeling down, they will turn the tide. Oh, those horrible friends of mine. Random thoughts rule the day. I don't quite know what to say. Is it work? Is it play? I could do this every day. Will you come? Be with us. It's so nice to see you here. Not a rush, not a fuss. Have a seat, let down your hair. I'm so happy you're on this ride with these horrible friends of mine. We'll always stick by your side, me and these horrible friends of mine.
Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another Queen City Comedy Global Anniversary show. You just heard the incredible Horrible Friends of Mine theme song, sung by our team member, Joe, who will not be with us today, but is always here with us in spirit. He's alive. I just realized that sounded really horrible. Look, but horrible friends. So, speaking of horrible friends, let me bring them on, and you'll get to meet them all. So, let me have those horrible friends turn their cameras on. There we go. Awesome, awesome. We're going to do some quick introductions for you, and then we're going to jump into a form. The form features some scenes with some true monologues that will sprout out in the middle of them. And then after we do a few of those, we sort of play with that information that we've learned out of those scenes, and then you'll see those 3 monologue scenes return at the end. But first, I will randomly spotlight people and have you share your names, pronouns if you'd like, where you're calling in from. And our question of the day is, what is something you like about being a part of this team? I always make them answer a question and I don't give them a lot of time to answer it. So, where to start? I'm going to start right here.
Hello, Mabuhay. My name is George, zooming in from Manila, Philippines. Pronouns he, him. And what I like about being in this team is that I feel good during rehearsals, during a show, just being a part of it. I don't feel horrible at all.
Oh, that's so nice. So
Aw.
nice. All right, next.
Hi, Chris, he, him, calling in from Dublin, Ireland. I like seeing people from so many different places and learning things about all these different cultures. I believe a couple weeks ago we learned some fascinating tales about how H's are inserted into Filipino names sometimes, and it's just so cool and so fascinating.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Kahis.
Hello, my name's Jodie. I'm in Rockhampton in Queensland, Australia, where it's currently 10 past 11 at night, but I don't have to go to work in the morning, so score. I discovered online improv during the various lockdowns and such, and I love, like Chris, being able to play with people from all different parts of the world and see how improv is done differently in different parts of the world, because I'm in quite a reasonably small regional town with our own scene going on, and it's just so cool to see all the interesting stuff that the rest of the world is up to.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Next.
Hi, I'm Carolyn from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And I love this team because everyone kind of gives, it's the opposite of horrible, okay? We are named for the opposite of what we are. Everybody is supportive, coming at it from different perspectives, and still making it work.
Fantastic. The opposite of horrible. That's going to be my new team name. All right. Next.
I am Michael, and I am calling from Manila, Philippines. What I like about this team is everybody has each other's back, and really, really colorful. Like I'm playing with the whole world every time I'm with these people. I missed you all.
Oh, thank you. Next.
Hi everyone, I am Jayant. I am from New Delhi, India, and I have the same answers as everyone. It's like the opposite of as Carolyn said. It's like the opposite of horrible. We are a pack together, and the friendship is like I really admire the friendship that we have between all of us.
Great. Thank you. Next.
Hey, my name's Jess, she, her, hers. I'm in Liverpool in the United Kingdom. Our format sort of asks us to tell sort of true stories and deliver monologues, which makes us immediately all very interested in one another's lives. So that's really nice that we also just get to sort of chat and hang out. Also, in a less introspective way, this team has great pet tales, lots of good animal chat. And we have on good authority that there are more animals coming into the Horrible Friends family today. So good animal chat as well.
It's what every improv team needs. All right, next.
Hi everyone, I'm Ron, an American living in Sofia, Bulgaria, where I'm zooming in from. I like this team because it's named after my high school friends who are horrible friends of mine, who I've all blocked on Facebook because they're still doing horrible things, so they won't be seeing the show, but it's still named after them. And so I'm thinking that karma somewhere is infiltrating, like they're missing out on something, but they're not quite sure what it is during our shows.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad they're not watching, and I don't think I've ever said that in an improv show before. Fantastic. So we are going to get started. I've been this weekend doing shows, and I've been using idioms as our suggestion. And I went back to my suggestions, and the lovely Andy Fay had a great idiom to get us started. So our suggestion for this long form is jump for joy. Jump for joy. All right. Whenever you're ready, horrible
No one
friend.
told me there'd be jumping.
Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. That's it, class. Up and jump and feel the burn. Are we feeling healthy,
It's burning.
class?
Yes, I feel healthy. And
You are
it's
doing
burning.
so well, Philippe. It has been a really intense class, and I'm so proud of how you're going. We can have a spell now.
Oh, it's really painful right now. My entire body is like aching.
I mean, you came into this class, you admitted you hadn't done any exercise for about 4 years, and you have just absolutely hit it. You have been going so hard.
Well, you've always told me no pain, no gain. So I am pretty much sure that
So this does remind me of something that happened quite recently. I started a job in a new office in this great, big, beautiful building in Liverpool on the waterfront. And I was given the option, oh, do you want to take the stairs or the elevator? And I'm a very fat little person, so I'm very mindful of the optics. And I was just like, oh, cool, let's take the stairs. It was 4 stories in a very old building. So every story is technically 2 flights of stairs. And so my first impression to the rest of the office was hauling my sweaty fat ass up the stairs, being basically held by like the banister and feeling incredibly self-conscious about that. So I've learned about pride recently.
And I know it was a big step to come back to aerobics class after, not having done any activity for so long. But no, good on you, Philippe. You've got this, my friend.
And I still have energy. I mean, believe it or not, I could go even do a marathon right now. Felice,
What's your secret? I mean, you just go and go like you're a machine, my friend.
well, I've eaten like 2 energy bars this morning.
Mm.
And not just that, I also ate, or shall I say, goo. Energy goo. It's a very, very healthy source of energy. It's a liquid that you just sip and it can get you.
Philippe, that stuff is so dangerous.
But I release it anyway. I work out and I release it. It's dangerous if you don't release it.
As long as you know what you're doing. Like, don't mess around too much, mate. It's great that you want to be healthy, but I mean, that stuff can just straight up make you explode.
Edit.
Yes. I did it 3 times. I did it 3 times.
3? You're kidding. You did it 3 times?
Rule of thirds. All my life, I've been living in your shadow, and it's this time I wanna surpass you. I want Olympics.
Sweetheart, it makes a mother proud to watch her son surpass her. You have done what I couldn't do.
So when I was in high school, I made it my personal goal to have a very high GPA because I wanted to make my mother proud. And it's not about the medal. It's not about the honor of being on stage and being recognized for your achievement. To me, during graduation day, my achievement is seeing my mother's eyes became teary-eyed, and she became very emotional, and so did I.
I mean, you just do one thing after the other that just exceeds what I've ever been able to do. I just really love it that you do this. It brings such joy that I cry and I have joy, and it's very confusing. And my son should do so much better than I when he's athletic, when you're in school and you achieved higher than I could achieve. Oh, I am so proud.
But Mom, I didn't know that you cared. I stole your pole vault. You never noticed.
No.
You
No, honey, I had given up my pole vault, and I'm so glad that it worked for you because it was beginning to crack when I last used it. I'm so glad it worked for you because it could have been disaster. But no, you did it. You did it. You did it.
Mom, you never said it's cracked. I hate that pole vault. I'm buying a new one. I don't care. I don't have sentimental value about that pole vault. And Ma, you watch me in the Olympics, and I want you to cheer on me
Of course.
like you've never cheered before.
Yes, I will do it. I will do it.
Like your life depends on it.
Edit.
I have to thank you. You gave the best advice. I took your advice and I ended the relationship. And unlike every breakup I've had before, I felt lighter. I was jumping up and down.
Right?
Absolutely. Usually they crush me.
I know. I'm just I don't want to say that I've been trying to tell you for a while, but like I'm better late than never. Better late than never. Like you guys had a beautiful 20th anniversary last year. You had a great run. But I've been telling you for some time he's trash.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, love is blind. You know, sorry. Yeah, you were right.
And a friend of mine recently celebrated their 12th wedding anniversary, and they are one of maybe 2 or 3 married couples I know who seem to actually like each other and genuinely bring out the best in each other. So many couples act like it's hard work being married, or that like this is some horrible curse that they're stuck with. But there are these just maybe 2 or 3 couples who feel like they're actually pleased they've got married. So true love exists, but boy, is it rare sometimes.
Alex, can we get two Pinot Noirs, please? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Make it 4.
Make it 4. Make it 4.
2 each. You know what Byron said as he was leaving, and he ripped down the last of his tapestries. Who puts tapestries up anymore?
Who puts tapestries up anymore? You are in the prime of your life, just tearing down tapestries. Can I say something, Alex?
Yes.
I know I tell you every day before we leave that you look great and that you're great and that I love you. You're glowing. You are glowing in this moment.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
That's a tall waiter. I just realized that's a very tall waiter.
Super tall. And, you know, these squatty stools that we, well, first of all, thanks so much. I feel glowing. It's like 20 years have melted off of me.
Yeah. And I'm like, you were a really impossibly cool person 20 years ago, and you are an incredible person now. I'm not going to say that you were any worse for this time that you spent with him. It's made you the person who you are today, the person who I continue to like and to care about.
I had an earring 20 years ago. Guess who's getting re-pierced today?
Edit. Could you hit floor 57 for me?
What?
Could you hit floor 57 for me? The button. It's right next to it. No, that's emergency stop. Just 57, 57.
Yes.
No, that's fire. Call fire department. Do you want here? Step. Excuse me. I'll just.
No, it's okay. I can get it. It's just so fascinating. I just get mesmerized by all the buttons.
Oh.
You know, and.
Oh, you must be from the country.
How did you know that?
Oh, I mean, I there was a few giveaways. You're wearing, a straw hat.
Uh-huh.
And you're smoking indoors, which we don't really do here anymore in the city.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you might want to put that out.
Okay.
Hey, look, it's okay. I used to be from the country too.
Well, but you don't have any.
Oh, I'm wearing a full business suit now.
I know you. I would not have recognized you as one of my neighbors. I mean,
We were neighbors, Annabelle.
what?
That's right.
No. Oh my God, John. John Thompson?
That's right.
Oh, do you still go by that name now that you've thrown away your heritage?
That's right, ma'am.
John, it's so good to see you again.
Oh,
I
jeepers.
thought you recognized me because I was using the city talk.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Oh, excuse me as I just get in. I am a very big, important businessman. Hello, John. How do you do? Who is your friend?
Well,
hi.
well, Mr. Baker, this is my friend Annabelle from back in the country.
Yeah.
John, what is this voice with which you are speaking?
What? My voice.
John, you can't smoke in here. You know that. This is the city.
Well, but it's an elevator. Why not? It's just like a small room versus a big room. It doesn't matter.
John, tell me what she's saying. I can't understand her.
Oh,
Let
tell
me
him, John. You translate for me. This lady's pretending she doesn't understand regular
Hold that
English.
door. Hold that door. Hold that door. Thanks. Whew. Thanks. Thanks. Oh,
Well, listen up, all you city people. For you see, we're not so different, you and I.
That's
For I. Shh, I'll handle this, Annabelle.
What number do you want? I can
Oh.
reach any of them.
They won't understand you.
No?
Nobody does.
Edit. The sun is beating, right? It's hot. I understand. It is sometimes like that. So Jones, I am looking forward to shoot. I am looking forward to like having a very intimate scene with you right now, like because of the show and of the scene and everything. It's like, I have to record this and then I will produce it to the producers and then it will be happen. And this will be like my first breakthrough and this is amazing. Thank you for coming.
Wow, Roberto. Finally, you're stepping up. Like all this pushing and pushing you to move. Finally, you've set yourself free from the shackles of laziness and you've entered this digital jungle in pursuit of celebrity.
That is like you put it right for you put it wrong first, then like right. It wasn't laziness. It was like, more like I was taking my time and it's I had ideas, nothing else. Okay, no. Okay, you please. It's a good thing that you are there with me in this journey, and I would appreciate if. Come on, how you have to stop writing everything down that what happened with you. It's like Dear Diary has to wait. Like, come on.
Are you
Just
Are you making fun of my diary?
I'm not. It's like I am trying to be talking to you, Jones. Your diary is like another entity I would talk to, and I really like that. We can talk and like connect. I like talking to you, but when you start typing in your diary, like writing it down, I feel like you're not talking to me. And anyways, the scene that I wanted to discuss, right? Yeah. So the scene is that I wake up and I realized that, you know, I am gonna be this big Hollywood director and everything, and then I will go and pursue that, and it will be like, I meet a guy who keeps writing in his diary that in the live moments, like it's like, I know it's very similar on the lines, but it's, you know, the ending is very different on this. So he keeps writing it down, everything that I say, and then and the most of the times he puts on his diary, he takes out his diary when he's angry or something, like, and then he gives me this weird look, and like, and that's when that's the hero of that's the hero, Jones, that's the hero. His name is what should we name him? I keep it to you, like, what should we name him?
George.
We cut to George the musical.
Roberto, I'm ready for my shot.
Okay. It's good. It was
The stance of a superhero.
Yeah.
I nailed it, didn't I?
You are fantabulous. You are doing so good. You are displaying all of the emotions, and
George, you gotta get back out on stage. Everybody in the audience is shouting your name.
All right, I'm ready. I'll be there in a second.
George.
I'm
Tag out
fantabulous.
George, bring back Giant. So it closed after one night, hey?
Edit.
Oof. You tied one on. You tied one on last night, didn't you?
Yep,
Yep.
you got it. I mean, it was unexpected. It was surreal.
In a good way?
Well, it started out in a good way, but it ended on a bad note, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, but bad notes. I have a 12 octave range for bad notes, right? So I want to hear yours bad note.
I'm not even over it yet. I mean, from that note last night, I wish nobody recorded it.
It's all over the internet. It's not quite a meme yet, but it's getting there.
I've always wanted to be a meme. This could have been it. See?
Oh,
But no.
a meme at any cost. Even this bad, terrible end of a third date is, you want that to be a meme?
Well, my manager said, good meme or bad meme, it's still a meme.
There's no such thing as bad publicity. I gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I say go out again and make it a little bit more surreal. And I'll follow you, and I'll make sure it's all recorded, and we'll get it out. How about that?
That's what I like about you. You always support me, Fred.
I don't agree, but I do support you.
Tag out, Ron. Well, it's been, you know, I'm just getting back on the dating scene, and I guess I'm ready to move on after. Well, you know, we don't need to get into my tragedies, but
As a matter
I think
of fact,
I'm in
we
a better.
should.
Is that your friend, or do you know that person?
Yeah. He's very well. He's a friend. He's a fan. He's a.
Well, just so
my
you know, I
manager.
have major trust issues, so I hope this doesn't like start to impact our relationship or our dating experience. Sorry, could you get that out of my face, please?
No, I just need you to say that a little louder.
Yeah. For the vlog, please.
I'm not comfortable with this, but okay. I have trust issues. I have major. Yes, you know, I don't know if I can do this.
You know, this is very common for people who are not, you know, who are new to vlogging and being on YouTube. But it'll get to you. You'll get the hang of it soon.
I don't
For our
want
relationship.
I don't want people seeing me. I don't want this to be broadcast, and I don't want to. I don't want to be on YouTube. Could you get out of my face,
Okay, we'll
please?
just
Okay.
a little bit far, a little bit far.
Oh, is this
Now
another one of your friends?
No,
It's
now
per-
we've got the carbonara for you, sir. And
Thank you
hey,
very
hang
much.
hang on. Aren't you the crappy note dude? I saw you on Reddit. Yes, that was
That was nothing
you,
but, yeah.
dude.
yeah,
That note was
me.
shit. Anyway, enjoy
I
your
know.
carbonara.
I know. See, even though it's shit, people recognize me. That is what fame is all about.
You just brought your carbonara and didn't leave anything for me. I told you I have trust issues.
Okay, now the bad note.
Well, speaking of the bad note, here is the note.
Do you want me to read this?
Yes, please. On camera. Are you sure it's recording?
It says, I pooped myself.
Edit. I
Look, we did our best. Like, you've got to give us that. We tried.
we tried.
Yeah, we tried. We gave it a good shot. Like, it all fell down around our ears, but we tried. Like, we did our best. I mean,
freeze. We zoom out and we see a what looks like a bunch of wooden planks, and it has all collapsed into a pile that maybe was supposed to be a barn or a small house of some kind.
Gus, nobody told us raising a barn was going to be this difficult. We took on this farm. We didn't know how things were done. We're trying to teach ourselves from YouTube. Things are going to go wrong occasionally.
It's this YouTube. Everything we have is based on YouTube. Our friendship is based on
Please,
YouTube.
as we zoom out ever so slightly more, we see that there is a broken iPad at the foot of the barn.
Well, I mean, it's YouTube or get books out of the library. And if you get a book out of the library and then you drop a barn on it, the librarian's going to come for you. In fact, I can see him lurking on the fence line now.
Hey, Jim, Annabelle, come look at these city folk trying to build a barn.
Well, golly gee. That couldn't fit a go up box in it.
Man, this looks like a guy who used to smoke in an elevator.
Used to, still does.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I used to be a businessman back in the big city.
Well, look, we could really use a hand raising this barn. So, is there
Yes, you
anything?
could. Yes,
Is there
you
anything we could
could.
offer you in exchange? We're big on barter.
Yeah.
Well, I always wanted to be an influencer.
How always wanted to be a videographer.
Well,
A vlogger for our barn? This big pile, you're going to make a vlog about this big pile of fallen planks and a broken iPad.
It sounds like a good idea.
It sure
if you
does.
give us some pointers so the next barn doesn't fall down, sure, you film it, we'll build it. I'll hit like on the video so you can be an influencer. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's just people hitting like, isn't it? That's great. If you tell us what to do so the barn doesn't fall down when a bird lands on it, like, fine, great. We'll build, you film.
Well, if only Annabelle was here. She's really the brains of the outfit.
Annabelle, you around?
We zoom out to find
Annabelle?
Annabelle waiting at the airport nearby.
Annabelle,
Annabelle?
there she is. There she
Oh,
is.
hi! Way down by the airfield.
We need someone to push the like button.
Watch out for that plane!
Yeah. Look, these city folks, they don't know nothing.
No, they don't.
Yeah. They might know elevators, but that's about all.
I know how to make our video go viral. We put an elevator in the barn.
We-
I would say, exit. You need an exit.
They don't even know what a grain elevator is.
Yeah, sure we do. That's one where instead of smoking in it, you sup a bit of fine whiskey instead.
Tag out everybody except for Jody. So Elevator the musical closed after one night, huh?
Edit.
Philippe? Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. How did the competition go? That bad? I mean, it was a big call to go from your first aerobics class, 6 months later, you're in an international CrossFit competition. But if anybody could do it, it's you.
It was too soon for me. I mean, it was so fast. I mean, my body couldn't take it.
It was, and I mean, the pressure was intense because you know what CrossFit people are like.
In grade school, or I guess it's like middle school. So one of the requirements at the time, I mean, in my school at the time, was to run a mile, or I mean, 1.66 kilometers for some of you. You know, is to pass gym class. And it was I was not in the state where I could do that. So when it came time to run the mile that day, it's supposed to be 8 laps around the little parking area. And you know, I did as much as I could do, about 1.5 laps, and they're supposed to be keeping an eye on you. So I start walking because I'm exhausted. And somehow, I don't even remember how, but I do know strongly in my mind, I was able to circumvent the 8-lap requirement. And I think I only did 6. And I'm pretty sure I must have done it by somehow just like, you know, doubling back and then like counting something twice and just like fake reporting how many laps I had done. And since then, I am able to run a mile. But it was not a great day for young Chris.
The rules were confusing.
Nobody follows the rules, mate. Just
It's like they
all
planned it, and they planned it who's gonna win.
what about your energy gel? Like, you had a lot riding on that energy gel. Did that help?
The goo gel
Yeah.
helped at the beginning, but I had to go back to my nuts. I mean, this is the real energy, where it comes from. Nuts.
I mean, it might have cost you the competition, but it's better in the long run, because I have seen that goo make people straight up explode. And I've never seen anybody explode from nuts.
And I'm going to prepare for the next competition. And
Yes.
I'm going to go nuts in terms of discipline and in terms of, getting at it. I'm going to win it next time.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. And get the good, healthy nuts into you. Don't pay too much attention to the rules, because look, this is the thing you have to remember. You're competing against CrossFit people. They're not bright.
That's right.
You have some fox cunning and some good plant-based protein.
I have some strategy going on. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that the next one will be better.
Will be. You got this.
Give me an M. Give me an O. Give me an M. And what do we have? Mom!
Oh, to do that when you win the Olympics, oh my God, to honor your mother in that way. You are an incredible son. You are your own man.
Yes, I am, Mom. I don't want to pole vault anymore. I want to be a cheerleader.
So during my school time, there was this competition of like a business marketing presentation. Like I was in 8th grade. So I participated in it and I lose horribly. I got 8th position. I go home, I tell my mom that I got the 8th position. She was so happy. 8th position out of all the people watching you, you got the 8th position. And she was really, really happy that it didn't matter that it was 8th or 1st. Like she was really happy. And I was like, wow, I felt like it was an achievement, and that I got to know that it was an achievement. Anyhow, it made me feel like it was an achievement.
I think at this point, you could do anything. And it wouldn't surprise me how well you would do.
Really? Really, Mom?
Really.
Like, I can wear those really, really skimpy shorts that cheerleaders wear.
Ooh.
I mean, you used to let me just wear pants every day, but now it's okay with you?
You're your own man. I will respect any choice you make.
Mom, thank you so much. I love you. I love you. You're the best
I love you so much, son.
mom in the world.
Yes.
Give an M. Give an O. Give an M. What do we have?
Mom.
Mom.
Two more, my tall friend. 2 more for me and 2 more for you. Woo!
Yeah, keep the drinks coming and keep the compliments flowing, because I've got 20 years of making up to do.
Okay, here we go. 20 years all at once. I think you're beautiful. I think you're very sexy. You're the smartest person I've ever met. You're very good at knowing canonical music.
I do know. Oh, here's the drinks.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Why don't we just leave the bottle?
Okay, my tall friend.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, I love Can I tell you something about canonical music?
Tell me, because I bet you know it.
I do. I do. It's called canonical because it was first used to lead military parades. Did you know that?
I didn't, and you taught me because you're the best person I know. You're the best person, and I regret nothing about that night 19 years ago.
Nothing. Nothing. Oh. Mm.
It's nice though. It's nice because you you were off with Brian, and we were still like friends, but now we can be like friends again.
Friends.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always with benefits because you're such a good friend.
Yeah, that's the benefit, isn't it?
It's the benefit.
You didn't tell Brian though, did you?
Oh, you know what? No, Brian is blocked.
Mm.
He's reported, and I haven't heard from him in 3 weeks.
I had this college friend I had, and we had a falling apart, and then I noticed to myself that I'm good with not having long-term relationship that much, like just really acquaintances for now. So, but I still think about our past shenanigans, but I don't miss the friendship. But it's just the funny things, but not really the relationship, because he's a horrible friend.
And I just want to know whether it was before or after the benefits. And I want to make it very clear. I did want to have sex with you. I did want to continue. I would have been your little piece on the side, but no, it was all about Brian and canonical music.
Well, I mean, Brian, is just such a traditionalist, as you well know, right? Yeah. But I'd rather have you not a piece on the side, but my ally in front in my canonical composition.
Are you saying that you want to weave me into your tapestry after all this time?
I'm still a little traumatized by the tapestry bit, because those were all Byron's.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
The tapestry of my life.
Let me get this straight then. Let me get this straight before I get the check. I love you in every sense of the word. I want to be in your life however you want me to be in your life. I care about you more than anything, and I will open my heart and my home to you. Is there any part of you that's receptive to that?
It's a shorter list to say, is there any part that's not receptive? And
Tall man, tool check, please. Tall man, tool check.
And scene. Let's bring everyone back. Oh, the horrible friends. See, they're not so horrible. They're absolutely damn fantastic. Just brilliant. First of all, thank you for those of you watching the horrible friends. Thank you to the horrible friends for jumping in and playing. This is our, I'm doing math, 4th show of our global anniversary weekend. We have 2 more shows today, one kind of in the middle of the day in the US or the late night in Europe, and then one in the late night in the US or tomorrow for those of you in Asia and Australia. So check those out on our Facebook page. You might see some of these faces. You'll see George again. You'll see Chris again. You'll see me doing some improv. But I'd love to let anyone in the room share anything else that you have coming up that you'd like to shout out, because online improv is still around and we want to make sure folks know where to find that stuff. Does anyone have anything coming up? George, I think I saw your hand.
Yeah, we have a showcase show, Manila Doc Cooper, on June 15. That's 9 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Manila time. And the link is at the Manila Doc Cooper event page.
Great, thank you, awesome. Anyone else? Anything else to shout out? It doesn't have to be online. It could be in real life. It could be like whatever. Dr.
I'm gonna do a jam in Edinburgh, Scotland on Wednesday.
Ooh, fantastic. Awesome. If you're in Scotland, you can find Ron.
Come to the jam.
Come jam with Ron. Awesome. All right. Anyone else before we wrap things up? All right, you all. Thank you again for celebrating our 2-year global anniversary at Queen City Comedy. We'll awkwardly wave goodbye because it's the only way I know how to end a show. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you shall be.